Ladies and dudes, I got some interesting news to tell ya. I have finally found the extended cut edition of Taken 2. One of the most underrated movie sequels of all time, and truly much better than Taken 3. And I gotta tell you the truth right now. I really like the extended cut edition of Taken 2 much better than the theatrical version. Because there's a lot of scenes missing from the film. Some of the scenes that I was so darn surprised to see. That's for sure. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca LaBarkley, aka Boobub87. This is my review for a day. And today I have no review, ladies and dudes. This is going to be one of my most happiest days of my life. That I finally found the extended cut edition of Taken 2 at long last. And I'll have to make this storyline nice and short for all of you. Okay, it happened on a Tuesday. I was just going to check out a couple of my YouTube friends' videos here and there. You know, to see which one of these videos I want to watch next. And I was thinking to myself, I would like to see one of the uncut parts about Taken 2 that was kind of interesting to me, that took place at the near end of the film. You know, where Brian Mills has to fight one of those Papoya dudes. You know, the one who sexually harassed Lenny. I was thinking about rewatching that fight scene again. And yeah, there are some uncut stuff here and there for it. And then there was the uncut version of the movie. So yeah, I decided to click it, and they finally got the whole entire film. And to tell you the truth is, on Tuesday I only watched an hour of it because I have to get going and make my dinner. And then on Wednesday morning I decided to return to finish up the rest of the part of the uncut version of Taken 2, and I really enjoyed the last 30 minutes of the film. Something that really did blew me away the most from start to finish. Yeah, I love the last 30 minutes of the extended cut edition of Taken 2. And yeah, I will say that the extended cut edition of Taken 2 is really much better than the one in the theatrical version. Since I watched the theatrical version a couple of times here and there, but I was dreaming about, I really want to see the uncut version of Taken 2. And yeah, I did see the extended cut edition of Taken not all the time, but just a couple of times here and there. And yes, there are some good scenes I did enjoy that was missing from the theatrical version. My favorite one from the uncut version of Taken is truly at the near end of the movie. Something that did blow me away from start to finish. And yeah, one of the uncut stuff that we don't like that was in the extended cut edition of Taken, we don't like the part where Lenore was such a jerk to Brian Mills on the phone. She was very darn mean to him. Something we'll never forgive her for. But yeah, I will say the extended cut edition of Taken is much better than the theatrical version, that's for sure. And also, about Taken 3, yeah, I saw a little bit of it, but I never watched the whole thing. And yeah, somebody on YouTube did upload Taken 3. I hate to say it, ladies and dudes. I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna skip the extended cut edition of Taken 3. Because this is not the Taken movie I want. Sorry. But I think 1 and 2 are better for me. Now let's get back to my main thoughts about the extended cut edition of Taken 2. And yes, they decided to add extra 6 minutes of the film. You know, some parts that we did not see from the theatrical version of Taken. Well, Taken 2, my mistake. So, I guess everybody wants to know is, what is my most favorite scenes that came from the extended cut edition of Taken 2? I know there are so many to choose from. A couple of fight scenes that were left out in the film, and some extra stuff that came from the few characters here or there. Well, if you guys get the picture. Okay, let's go on to the ones I do like, one part I don't like, and one thing I wish they should have added for Taken 2. Sorry, it's a refrigerator. It has that funny noise. I don't know what that is. But don't worry about it. Okay, where was I? Okay, let's go on to something I really do like from the extended cut edition of Taken 2. I will go with the two scenes that really did stand out to me. The first one is, it's the part with that French dude. What's his name? Jean-Claude? I think it was Jean-Claude. It's been a while. Yeah, there was a really scary, torturing moment about what happened to that poor French dude. He got beat up by one of those evil Papoya dudes. You know, the one who sexually harassed Lenny with that little piece of scissors thing? Yeah, that guy he got beat up really badly, and there was a part where he did cough up blood in his mouth. And yeah, they decided to add a little bit of blood in there. Scary thing to say. Something I did not see that coming. And yeah, they did show us a little bit of a throwback. The part where that Papoya dude did show that French dude his little card. You know, kind of like a hidden Easter egg type of thing. So yeah, that torturing scene was pretty darn scary and intense. Wow. So, that's one of the things I do like about the extended cut edition of Taken 2. And another thing I really like about the extended cut edition of Taken 2 is they did finally add that score that I really, really love. Searching for Lenny. I know in the soundtrack they call it Searching for Lenore. But I think Searching for Lenny is a much better title because Brian Mills always call the woman that he loves Lenny and not Lenore. Well, the only time you can hear Brian Mills say Lenore is, you know, just around that took place in the beginning of the movie, and he never said that name ever again. He said Lenny all this time in the film. And I really like the part about the details. I like the details where Brian Mills is trying to search for the woman that he loves who's getting kidnapped by those evil Papoya dudes. Yeah, they did a good job of putting some of the details in there. That was very well done and very well detailed. Well, if you guys get the picture. I will say those are the two things I really do like. Oh yeah, if I have a third thing I really do like is they did fix that major problem, you know, that came from in the near end of the fight scene. You know, where Brian Mills has to face that sexually harassing dude who did something bad to Lenny. I really liked that fight scene. That was pretty darn cool. And pretty darn intense. You know, where he gets all the cuts and bruises and he has a bloody thing on his lip. Yeah, I like that. So those are the things I do like about the extended cut edition of Taken 2. Okay, let's go on to one of the things I don't like about the extended... Well, a scene from the extended cut edition of Taken 2. One of the scenes I don't like from the extended cut edition of Taken 2 is definitely in the club. Brian took Kim to a club that they don't know of, and I know Kim was having a good time, you know, hearing the dancing and, well, hearing the beat and dancing in the... well, the problem is, Kim is not 21 years old yet, sadly to say. She's not even 21 to go to a club and dance around. She's still 19 in this film. I wonder what Brian Mills was thinking of taking Kim to a club that she doesn't know of. And yeah, there was a part where Brian Mills was in a bar. But I think I like the boat scene better than the club. I wish they cut off the club part, sadly to say. So that's one of the scenes I don't like about the extended cut edition of Taken 2. And now, the final thing. Something I wish they should have added. And that is, I wish there was more Brian and Lenny scenes in the film. Because I want to see a little bit more character development and chemistry between those two. And how will their love regrow again? I wish there was another Brian Lenny scene somewhere in that film. And maybe I would love Taken 2 10 times more than ever, I guess. It's hard for me to say about this video, if you know what I mean. So, yep. And yeah, there are some other scenes that were, that we have never seen before in the theatrical version of Taken 2. And one last thing, ladies and dudes. If you pay attention to Taken 2 very carefully, I did find one important weak point that Taken 3 had truly destroyed. Something I'm upset about the most. And I wish those screenwriters should have thought of it sooner. After when they made Taken 2, they should have thought about it in Taken 3. Okay, here's the most disappointing point I found of what Taken 3 did destroy that was in Taken 2. And that is the foreshadowing moment. The foreshadowing moment has truly been destroyed. Thanks to the third one. The third one destroyed the foreshadowing moment between Brian and Lenny. How will they fall in love again and get their relationship back together as a whole? It sucks that Brian Mills and Lenny did not have a good full-fledged relationship, and Lenny died for no reason. Thanks to that idiot Stuart St. John. Those idiot screenwriters need to be ashamed of themselves for destroying that foreshadowing moment. And another foreshadowing moment that they also destroyed. Remember at the near end where Brian Mills said, because I am tired of it all? What he meant by that is Brian Mills vows that he doesn't want to kill lives ever again while his hands is all covered up in blood, if you know what I mean. So yeah, they destroyed that foreshadowing moment. If you guys ever notice about that, maybe we should have thought of it sooner from the very beginning of time, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I want to tell you everything I know about the extended cut edition of Taken 2. So tell me, ladies and dudes, have you ever seen the extended cut edition of Taken 2? Did you seen it? Have you not seen it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's pretty decent? And what is your most favorite scene that you did see from the extended cut edition of Taken 2? Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for another video to come in the main future. I can't wait to see what I can do next for October, November, and December. If you know what I mean. So anyway, I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.